Hello, today in the lesson we will look at some examples in which we will multiply mixed numbers, in which we will look at multiplication of fractional numbers, regular and irregular fractions, and multiplication by an integer. Let's look at the following example. Example 1. 8.9/20 times 2/13. The first number is a mixed number. That is, it is a mixed fraction. In order to multiply, we must convert to an improper fraction. Remember, when you multiply or divide fractional numbers, you always need to convert to an improper fraction. So 8.9/20. 8 times 20 would be 160, plus 9 would be 169/20. And multiply that by 2/13. Next. We have gotten two fractional numbers. In order to multiply them, we need to multiply the numerator by the numerator and multiply the denominator by the denominator. I write 169 times 2. In the denominator 20 times 13. But I'm not going to multiply 169 by 2 and 20 by 13 because I'll get bigger numbers. So I'm going to try to reduce. So what do I see? 20 and 2 divided by 2. 2 divided by 2 would be 1, and 20 divided by 2 would be 10. 169 and 13. When you don't know what number two numbers are divided by, try 169 divided by 13 and check. And indeed, 169 is divisible by 13, so these two numbers I divide by 13. 13 divided by 13 is 1, and on a scale of 6 to 11 divided by 13, that would be 13. This leaves me with the following numbers: 13 times 1, and in the denominator 10 times 1. The answer is 13/10. But we talked about the last step is to reduce the fraction, or bring it to a mixed number. In this case, we don't need to reduce it, but to convert it to a mixed number, it will be 1 whole and 3/10. This will be our answer. One more example we will analyze with you. 10 whole 1/2 times 2/7. The example is similar. That is, the algorithm of action is the same. We convert to an improper fraction, 10 multiplied by 2. This is 20. 20 plus 1 is 21. We leave the denominator and 2/7. I'm no longer going to write down that I need to multiply the numerator by the numerator and multiply the denominator by the denominator. I will try to reduce immediately. And indeed, 2's I can reduce by dividing by 2. And 21 and 7 is divided, obviously, by 7. That would be 1, and that would be 3. The result is 3 times 1, and in the denominator, 1 times 1. 3 times 1 is 3, and the denominator is 1. When you have a denominator of 1, you write it down as 3. Why? Because 3 divided by 1 is 3. But never be confused with the situation where you get a 1 in the numerator and you get a number in the denominator. In this case, you still have it as a fractional number. The next example that we're going to solve. 3/11 times 5 whole 1/2 equals. So, the first multiplier is already a fraction. I'm not touching this fractional number. And the second number, this mixed number, I converted to an improper fraction. 5 times 2 is 10, and plus 1 is 11. 11/2. Obviously, 11 and 11 divided by 11. And that leaves 1, so the answer is 3/2. I can convert the 3 second ones into mixed fractions. And you get 1 whole, 1, 2. And of course, we will repeat how to multiply a fractional number by a whole number. Let's look at an example like this. We need to multiply 1/12 by 6. What do we get as a result? 1/12 I rewrite, and 6 I write down as 6. Of the first one. Well, now I need to multiply just a fractional number by a fractional number. 6 and 12 are divided by 6, so you get 1 here and 2 here. And the answer is 1/2. By the way, 1/2 is an irreducible fraction. We have 1 in the numerator and 2 in the denominator. In no case you should write that it is equal to 2 because it is a half. That is, the answer remains like this. In the previous example, in this example, we had a 1 in the denominator and we did not write this one down and left the answer 3. In this case, the 1 is in the numerator and it is very important that we leave it in the answer. So the answer will be 1, 2. In the next lesson, we will learn how to divide fractional numbers. That's all for today. Goodbye. See you again.